All right. First off, I'm trying to do this with my glasses tipped slightly, which makes everything look a little weird, but I can still read. And hopefully that'll address the whole glare off the glasses thing I keep hearing about when I do these things. Way overdue here. Shaintar, why and where we are. I was supposed to do this on the evening of my birthday, which was January 4th, and obviously failed. Insert list of personal excuses here if you care. Feel free to ping me direct about it on Facebook or wherever. But they don't matter to the results you rightfully expect. So let's get right to it. I don't think I ever really explained how I managed to screw the plan for the Shaintar guidebooks and Black Lantern reports up so thoroughly. I know I meant to, and I've explained to a few of you at cons and otherwise over the last year and a half. Yes, it's been that long. But it hit me while I was at ChupacabraCon this past weekend. Good times. That I failed to really get into it as openly here as I should have. Um, not, and I'm not going to try to make excuses. I don't know why I didn't just really put this out there, but it's well past time for me to explain this. When I first conceived and presented my guidebook plan to MMK and the Savage Mojo crew, the great and patient folks who managed the chaos for me and are still doing all the art and production for these books, I did so with the underlying assumption that all I really had to do was take material I'd developed and written over the decades and give it a solid retread. Some polish here, some punching up there, adding some mechanic stuff, boom, and some books. That was going to enable me to put a book out a month, knock these books out, or even faster than that. And I was delusional. That's what that was. First off, I was way too excited about the Kickstarter and its planning, so I utterly failed to go and do the research and review all of that material that should have occurred. I didn't really look until near the end when it suddenly hit me that most of that stuff was way out of date. A lot of it was actually already out there free in some places, or else just not nearly as good as I'd remembered. At the end of the KS, even as the massive gut punch of realizing how I'd screwed myself by not actually paying myself out of it was setting in, the self-administered knife in the back slid in as I realized all those books would have to be written very nearly from the beginning. Try to imagine you've got the preset ingredients for 30 cakes and pastries, all ready to go in bags and plastic containers. And you're thinking you can crank all this breaded goodness out in short order, get stuff out to everybody, like for Christmas or whatever. And since all you have to do is add in a bill of milk, do some stirring, and maybe tinker a bit here and there, you're going to knock this stuff out in rapid succession because it's all set. You did all this stuff way long ago. So you've opened up these bags and plasticware and discovered the ingredients went too stale or got rotten, or you'd completely screwed up the proportions from the very start. Now you've got to start practically all over again. What was supposed to take a relatively short while is now looking to be a nearly impossible task, given when you were supposed to get all this done, all this baking done. That's been my life since July 2013. Ethically, I simply cannot cheese this stuff. I love and respect my world more than that, and I love and respect all of you more than that. That, friends, is the crux of how and why all this became such a mess. As for where things are now, Kickstarters can be viewed like venture capital efforts for various kinds of buildings, most of which are big, elaborate towers. Some never even see the foundation get built, while others shoot right up to completion. The Shaintar Tower got the foundation done, Shaintar Legend Unleashed, and a few floors have been put in over time. It's a very slow, often stalled project, and understandably, the citizens of the city are sick of seeing cranes everywhere and not hearing the machinery going nearly enough. The chief architect couldn't get his act together. He threw the plans out, started all new plans. He finally brought in a new foreman, Ross Watson, onto the site, who's doing a pretty awesome job of pushing more floors into place. The quality assurance inspector, Corinne, is powering through the various emplacements. The architect took a vacation for mental health. You guys know I just had to. He is at long last back on the site and returning to the key design work. The foreman is planning a scheduling meeting soon, this Friday as a matter of fact. In more direct practical terms, here's what we have going on currently. Two more novellas, Scott Coram and Dan McGirt, are in hand. One is edited and needs to enter production. The other just arrived and needs read-through, editing, and then production. The first production draft of Magic and Cosmology Volume 1 is in hand, and Corinne will be doing a final read-through today, as a matter of fact. There are some art notes we need to see handled, but at this stage I believe we can talk in terms of a couple of weeks for release. Assuming all goes well, perhaps even days. Kind of depends on how long it takes to turn the art stuff around. There's a manuscript from Sean Gore in hand for Black Lantern Report Snake's Den, which Corinne has on her editing pile. Guidebook Calendar Empire's been in from Betty Law Morgan for a while and has been put off for far too long. So that's my next personal agenda. We also have Ed Greenwood's Serenity City of Secrets in hand, which came in during the holidays. Thank you, Ed. And because this, thank you, like that wasn't snarky. That was awesome. Thank you, Ed. We're particularly excited about getting this through edits and into production ASAP. Not part of the KS fulfillment, but the city of Eastport is on Ross's desk for production and into a release. We're going to be putting into a release product soon. Generally, it came out as part of a bespoke product, and it's so awesome. We just want to get it out there too. I'm also I forgot to mention, I didn't write it in the notes, but I want to mention that Dave Newton of the days of working with Gary Gygax in the past, we're kind of dragging him back into game writing. He's currently got his hands into the Black Lantern Report Mercenaries Guidebook, and Ray Greer and I are still tinkering with the Black Lantern Report. There may even be more that I'm forgetting. Ross will get me more fully up to speed this Friday at our next Evil Beagle meeting. But as you can see, we're not idle by any means. The next big decision is which guidebook I'm going to delve into writing first, and I'll be letting you all know that soon. There's also that huge project that I've been talking about, which I still can't reveal publicly just yet. I will be working on that too. As I explained, it's going to be how I continue actually making a living, since I was so foolish in the structure of the KS and the product line. It's important that you, the supporters, know that I am splitting my time. However, the tower will go up all the way to the top. As always, my deepest and most abiding gratitude for your continued patience and support. It sounds almost like a broken record now, but it's no less true every single time that I say it. Thank you, guys. Peace out.